My beloved child, pause right here and take one slow breath, because you did not arrive at this moment by accident. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with a simple truth your heart may desperately need today: you do not have to carry everything alone. Archangel Michael, as a symbol of courage, peace, faith, and spiritual strength, brings a message for the part of you that has been quietly exhausted from trying to stay strong for everyone else. Perhaps you have smiled while carrying questions no one knows about. Perhaps you have continued moving forward while your heart secretly begged for rest. Stay till the end, because this message is going somewhere deeper than ordinary encouragement. Today is about filling the empty places inside you with peace, rebuilding the faith that uncertainty has shaken, and awakening a strength you may have forgotten was already within you. There is something remarkable about peace. It does not always arrive after the problem disappears. Sometimes it arrives while the problem is still there, when you finally decide that your circumstances will no longer control the condition of your heart. Don't skip, because this is where the message becomes personal. Archangel Michael represents the courage to stand firm when everything around you feels uncertain. And perhaps that is exactly what you need today. Not another promise that everything will instantly become perfect, but the strength to face this day without allowing every unanswered question to steal your peace. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because before this message ends, we are going to uncover 3 things your heart needs today: peace for what you cannot control, faith for what you cannot yet see, and strength for the step you have been afraid to take. So for these next moments, let the noise become quieter. Let the pressure to figure everything out immediately become lighter. My beloved child, you are allowed to breathe before you decide. You are allowed to pause before you react. You are allowed to admit that you do not have every answer yet. Don't skip, because the next part of this message begins where real transformation starts, inside the heart. Archangel Michael's symbolic message is not about running from life, it is about meeting life with courage, faith, and a peaceful spirit. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The very thing you thought was making you weaker may become the place where your greatest strength begins to grow, and the next words will reveal why today can become more than just another ordinary day. Something is shifting inside your heart right now, my beloved child, even if you cannot feel it yet. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. There may be a situation you have been carrying from morning until night, replaying conversations, imagining outcomes, and asking yourself how everything will eventually work out. But today, you are being invited to put that burden down for a moment. Archangel Michael represents the courage to remain steady when life feels uncertain, and his message here is simple: you do not need to have every answer before you can have peace. Stay till the end, because this is only the beginning. The peace you are seeking may not come from changing every circumstance around you. It may begin when your heart stops fighting every circumstance it cannot control. Take a moment and think about what has been stealing your attention lately. Maybe it is an unanswered question. Maybe it is a dream that has taken longer than expected. Maybe you are waiting for clarity about a decision, a relationship, your future, or a new beginning. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in the realization that uncertainty does not have to become anxiety. You can wait without losing yourself. You can hope without obsessing over the outcome. You can pray without demanding that the answer arrive on your preferred schedule. Stay till the end, because the next revelation is powerful. Sometimes God does not remove the entire mountain in front of you. Instead, He gives you enough strength to take the next step. And that next step may be smaller than you imagined: a conversation, a decision, a moment of forgiveness, a return to prayer, or simply choosing not to give up today. Now let your heart hear this clearly. If this message is reaching you during a season when you feel emotionally tired, you do not need to pretend that you are stronger than you are. You can be honest about your feelings while still choosing faith. You can acknowledge uncertainty without surrendering your hope. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. And as you continue listening, remember the three gifts at the center of this message: peace for what you cannot control, faith for what you cannot yet see, and strength for what you must face. Stay till the end. The next part goes deeper into the one thing that can quietly drain all three, and once you recognize it, you may finally understand why your heart has been asking for peace for so long. There is a quiet reason your heart has been asking for peace, my beloved child, and it may be hiding behind something you rarely notice: the constant need to know what happens next. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You may wake up already thinking about unfinished tasks, unanswered messages, uncertain plans, and situations you cannot control. Before the day even begins, your mind is already living in tomorrow. But today, Archangel Michael symbolizes a different kind of strength, the courage to return to the present moment. Stay till the end, because this is where peace begins to become more than a beautiful word. You cannot control every outcome, but you can choose where you place your attention. You cannot force every answer, but you can decide how you respond while waiting. Now imagine placing every unanswered question into God's hands. Not because you have stopped caring, but because you have realized that constant worry cannot create certainty. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in this simple shift. Faith is not pretending that everything is easy. Faith is continuing to move with wisdom when everything is not yet clear. It is saying, I do not know how this will unfold, but I will not allow uncertainty to steal today from me. Stay till the end, because the strength you need may not arrive as some dramatic feeling. It may arrive as one quiet decision: to stop replaying what cannot be changed, to stop predicting every possible disappointment, and to stop demanding immediate answers from a future that has not arrived. Your heart deserves permission to rest. And here is the surprising part: the peace you have been waiting for may begin the moment you stop making peace conditional. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Do not tell yourself, I will have peace when everything works out. Instead, let peace become something you practice while life is still unfolding. When uncertainty appears, breathe. When your thoughts race, slow down. When you feel pressure, return to what you can actually do today. Stay till the end. Archangel Michael, as a symbol of courage and spiritual strength, reminds you that strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength is the quiet decision to remain faithful, compassionate, patient, and steady when nobody else can see the battle happening inside your thoughts. And the next part will take you even deeper, because there is one powerful habit that can protect your peace when everything around you feels uncertain. Before you ask for another sign, my beloved child, pause and notice what is already happening inside you. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Perhaps you have been waiting for the perfect moment to feel peaceful, confident, and spiritually strong, but the perfect moment may never arrive. Today can still become the turning point. Archangel Michael symbolizes the courage to stand firm while life is unfinished, while answers are delayed, and while your future is still being written. Stay till the end, because this message is about to reveal why your strength may be closer than you think. You do not need to become a completely different person overnight. You need one brave decision to stop allowing uncertainty to decide how you feel about yourself. Think about the thought that returns whenever everything becomes quiet. Maybe it says, what if it does not work? Maybe it says, what if I am too late? Maybe it says, what if I lose what matters to me? Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in the answer to those questions. You cannot always choose what enters your mind, but you can choose which thoughts deserve your agreement. When fear presents a prediction, you do not have to treat it like a prophecy. When doubt gives you a conclusion, you do not have to accept it as truth. Stay till the end, because faith begins to grow when you learn the difference between a thought and a fact. Your mind may imagine 100 endings, but your future has not been written by your worries. Now let this moment become personal. If this message is bringing comfort to you, allow yourself to receive it without rushing away. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You can share this moment with someone who needs encouragement, and if you want more messages like this, you can stay connected to this channel and continue walking through these moments of faith with us. Stay till the end, because the strongest part has not arrived yet. Today, Archangel Michael represents the strength to protect your peace, the faith to keep moving without complete certainty, and the courage to release what you cannot control. And in the next part, we are going deeper into the moment when peace becomes stronger than the situation that once controlled your thoughts. Something you have been asking for may already be growing quietly within you, my beloved child. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You may have expected peace to arrive through a sudden change in your circumstances, but sometimes peace begins before the circumstances change. It begins when your heart stops demanding that tomorrow prove everything will be okay. Archangel Michael symbolizes the strength to remain steady in the middle of uncertainty, and today that strength is being awakened within you. Stay till the end, because the next words are meant for the part of you that has been trying so hard to stay strong. You have carried responsibilities, expectations, unanswered questions, and silent hopes, and perhaps you have forgotten that you are allowed to rest without giving up. Think about how often you have told yourself, "I will breathe when this is solved. I will relax when I receive the answer. I will feel secure when I know what happens next." Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. If your peace always depends on tomorrow becoming perfect, your heart will never be allowed to rest today. Faith gives you another way. You can care deeply and still release control. It is remaining grounded when life does not. And now, let the message become even more powerful. Imagine Archangel Michael standing as a symbol of courage beside the doorway of your heart, not telling you that every challenge will disappear instantly, but reminding you that you do not have to face uncertainty with a defeated spirit. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Let peace enter the places where pressure has lived. Let faith enter the places where doubt has been repeating itself. Let strength enter the places where you have quietly whispered, "I cannot do this anymore." Stay till the end. You may be closer to a new perspective than you realize, and the next part will reveal why the very season you wanted to escape may be teaching you the strength you will need for the chapter you have been praying to enter. A new kind of strength begins with a quiet decision, my beloved child. You will not let one difficult season define your entire story. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Maybe today has not unfolded the way you wanted. Maybe something you prayed about remains unresolved. Maybe you are tired of waiting for clarity, tired of carrying responsibilities, or simply tired of pretending that everything feels easy. Stay till the end, because this is where the message becomes deeply personal. Archangel Michael symbolizes courage. Not the absence of difficult emotions, but the ability to keep moving with wisdom while those emotions are present. You do not have to feel fearless to take your next step. You only need enough faith to take it. There is something powerful about recognizing the difference between exhaustion and defeat. You can be tired and still have hope. You can feel uncertain and still have faith. You can need a pause and still be moving forward. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in that distinction. Perhaps you have been judging yourself because you are not as strong as you used to be, but maybe your heart is simply asking for a different kind of strength now. Not the strength to control everything, but the strength to surrender what you cannot control. Not the strength to hide your emotions, but the strength to acknowledge them without letting them make every decision for you. Stay till the end, because the next revelation reaches the heart of what it means to be strengthened from within. And now picture yourself stepping into tomorrow without demanding that tomorrow guarantee anything. My beloved child, let your faith become steady rather than frantic. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You can prepare without obsessing. You can hope without chasing signs. You can work without believing everything depends entirely on your effort. Archangel Michael, as a symbol of courage and protection, reminds you to stand firm in what you know is right while remaining humble about what you cannot yet see. Stay till the end. Because the next part will uncover a hidden source of strength, the moment you stop asking, "How will I survive this?" and begin asking, "What is this season teaching me that I will carry into my next chapter?" The lesson hidden inside this season is beginning to reveal itself, my beloved child, and it may be more valuable than the answer you have been waiting for. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. There was a time when you thought strength meant never feeling tired, never questioning, never slowing down, and always knowing exactly what to do next. But Archangel Michael, as a symbol of courage and spiritual strength, points towards something deeper. True strength can be the ability to remain faithful while admitting that you do not have everything figured out. Stay till the end, because this is where peace, faith, and strength begin working together. Peace tells your heart to breathe. Faith tells your heart to keep going. Strength tells your heart to take the next right step. Maybe the situation that once made you feel powerless is teaching you how to stop giving your power to circumstances you cannot control. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in that realization. You cannot decide how quickly someone else changes. You cannot force every opportunity to appear. You cannot rewrite yesterday. You cannot see every detail of tomorrow. But you can decide how you speak, how you respond, what you focus on, and what values guide your next decision. Stay till the end. When your mind begins saying, "Everything is uncertain," answer with, "I can still choose wisely today." When your heart says, "I cannot handle another setback," answer with, "I can take one step at a time." And when doubt says, "You are alone in this," remember to turn your attention back toward God instead of allowing that thought to become your final conclusion. Now comes the part that can change how you approach the rest of this day. My beloved child, stop waiting to feel completely ready before you begin moving forward. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You may never receive perfect certainty, but you can receive enough clarity for the next step. You may not know how the entire story ends, but you can choose how you write this page. Archangel Michael symbolizes the courage to stand with faith when the road is still unfolding. Stay till the end, because the next part will take this message even deeper. We are moving toward the moment where you will discover that peace is not simply something you ask for. It can become the way you walk. Faith is not simply something you say. It can become the way you wait, and strength is not simply something you wish for, it can become the way you rise. A quiet breakthrough can begin before anything outside you changes, my beloved child. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You may still have unanswered questions, unfinished plans, and circumstances that have not moved the way you hoped, yet something inside you can become different today. Archangel Michael, as a symbol of courage and spiritual strength, reminds you that peace is not always the reward at the end of the journey. Sometimes peace is the strength that helps you walk through the journey. Stay till the end, because this is where the message moves from inspiration into transformation. You are not being asked to pretend everything is perfect. You are being invited to stop allowing imperfect circumstances to convince you that your future must also be imperfect. Think about the one thing you have been trying hardest to control. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in the answer. Maybe it is another person's decision. Maybe it is the timing of an opportunity. Maybe it is an outcome you desperately want. You can care about it without allowing it to consume your entire mind. Stay till the end. Release the pressure to know exactly when everything will happen. Let your responsibility be clear. Do what is wise, honest, and within your control, then allow the rest to unfold in its own time. Faith becomes stronger when you stop confusing control with security. You can prepare without panicking. You can wait without becoming hopeless. You can move forward without knowing every detail. And now hear this carefully, because this may be the most important shift of the entire message. My beloved child, perhaps you have been asking God to give you strength for an entire mountain when He is only asking you to take the next step. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You do not need strength for every future challenge today. You need strength for today. You do not need tomorrow's answers today. You need today's wisdom. Archangel Michael symbolizes the courage to stand firm, protect your peace, and keep moving with faith. Stay till the end, because the next part will bring you closer to the heart of this message, the moment when you stop measuring your spiritual strength by what happens around you and begin recognizing the strength growing quietly within you. There is a strength inside you that you may have overlooked because you were searching for it in the wrong place, my beloved child. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You may have been waiting for circumstances to become easier before believing you were strong, but perhaps your strength has already been revealed by the fact that you continued through days you once thought would overwhelm you. Stay till the end, because Archangel Michael's symbolic message reaches a deeper level here. Strength is not always a dramatic victory. Sometimes it is waking up and choosing to try again. Sometimes it is remaining kind when disappointment could have hardened you. Sometimes it is choosing patience when you desperately want immediate answers. And sometimes it is simply refusing to let one difficult chapter convince you that the entire story is finished. Now bring your attention to your faith. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in this next realization. Faith does not require you to understand every detail before taking another step. You can have questions and still believe. You can feel tired and still hope. You can experience uncertainty without surrendering your direction. Stay till the end. If your heart has been saying, I need to know what happens next, gently replace that thought with, I will focus on what I can do today. That shift can create room for peace. Instead of spending every moment trying to predict tomorrow, you begin living today with intention. Instead of asking whether everything will work out exactly as imagined, you begin asking whether your next decision is wise, honest, and aligned with the person you want to become. And here comes the revelation that ties everything together. My beloved child, peace, faith, and strength are not three separate gifts competing for space inside you. They can reinforce one another. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Peace helps you think clearly. Faith helps you keep going when clarity is incomplete. Strength helps you act on what you know. Stay till the end, because this is leading toward the final turning point. Archangel Michael symbolizes the courage to stand firm without becoming rigid, the strength to move forward without forcing every outcome, and the faith to trust God while continuing to act responsibly. You may not control what tomorrow brings, but you can decide what kind of heart you carry into it. And the next part will reveal why that decision may matter more than anything you have been waiting to receive. The answer you have been searching for may be closer than you think, my beloved child, but it may not look like the answer you expected. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Perhaps you have been asking God for a change in circumstances when your heart has been quietly preparing for a change in perspective. Stay till the end, because this is where peace, faith, and strength come together. Archangel Michael, as a symbol of courage and spiritual protection, reminds you that you do not have to know every detail of tomorrow to walk confidently into it. You only need enough faith to take the next right step. And perhaps that is why the answer has not arrived in the form you expected. You are being invited to become stronger than the uncertainty itself. Think about everything you have survived, learned, released, and overcome. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in this reflection. There were moments you once believed would permanently break your confidence, yet you are still here. There were seasons when you did not understand what was happening, yet somehow you continued. There were days when your heart felt tired, yet you found enough strength to keep going. Stay till the end. Do not dismiss those moments as ordinary. They are evidence that your story is larger than one difficult chapter. Your strength may have been developing quietly through every challenge you thought was only slowing you down. Your faith may have been deepening through every unanswered question. And your peace may be growing now because you finally understand that you do not need to control every outcome to remain grounded. Now hear this final turning point carefully. My beloved child, do not wait for your entire life to become peaceful before you allow peace into your heart. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Choose peace today. Choose faith today. Choose strength today. Not because you know exactly what tomorrow will bring, but because you refuse to let uncertainty decide who you become. Archangel Michael symbolizes the courage to stand firm, the wisdom to move carefully, and the faith to continue when the road is not completely visible. Stay till the end, because we are approaching the closing moments of this message, and there is one final truth you need to carry beyond this screen. The greatest change may not be the thing you have been asking God to change around you. It may be the strength, peace, and faith He is building within you while you wait. Something deeper is happening beneath everything you have been asking for, my beloved child. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You may have entered this message asking for peace because your mind has been too loud, asking for faith because the future has felt uncertain, and asking for strength because you have been carrying more than you have told anyone. But perhaps the greatest gift is realizing that you do not have to wait until everything changes before your heart can become steady. Stay till the end. Archangel Michael, as a symbol of courage and spiritual strength, reminds you that peace can exist alongside unanswered questions, faith can exist alongside uncertainty, and strength can exist alongside tiredness. You are allowed to be human while still moving forward. Now imagine releasing the pressure you have placed upon yourself. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in this moment. You do not have to prove your worth through constant productivity. You do not have to pretend that every day feels easy. You do not have to understand why every chapter unfolded the way it did. Stay till the end. Give yourself permission to breathe, to pause, to pray, and to begin again. If yesterday contained mistakes, learn from them without allowing them to become your identity. If tomorrow contains uncertainty, prepare wisely without allowing it to steal today. And if today feels heavy, take only the next step you can responsibly take. Faith does not demand that you carry the entire future at once. And now, my beloved child, let these 3 words become your anchor: peace, faith, strength. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. When your mind becomes restless, return to peace. When your path becomes unclear, return to faith. When you feel like giving up on what matters, return to strength. Archangel Michael symbolizes the courage to stand firm without losing compassion, the wisdom to protect your inner peace without becoming disconnected from life, and the strength to continue without demanding certainty. Stay till the end, because the final part will bring this entire message home. You have been asking for something powerful, and perhaps the answer is not simply something you receive, it is something you learn to carry within you. The moment has arrived to stop searching outside yourself for the peace your heart has been asking for, my beloved child. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. You have walked through uncertainty, questioned your direction, carried silent pressure, and still kept moving. Stay till the end, because this is where everything comes together. Archangel Michael, as a symbol of courage and spiritual strength, reminds you that peace is not weakness, faith is not blindness, and strength is not pretending that nothing hurts. Peace is choosing steadiness. Faith is continuing to trust while answers are incomplete. Strength is taking the next right step even when your emotions are asking you to stop. Think about the person you were when this message began. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in the distance you have already traveled. Perhaps you arrived with a restless mind, searching for reassurance that everything would eventually make sense. But now you can see something differently. You do not have to solve your entire life tonight. You can release tomorrow without abandoning tomorrow. You can learn from yesterday without living inside yesterday. Stay till the end. If something is outside your control, place it down. If something is within your control, approach it with wisdom. If you need to apologize, do it sincerely. If you need to set a boundary, do it respectfully. If you need to begin again, begin without waiting for perfect confidence. Your faith becomes practical when it shapes what you do next. And now receive the final invitation of this part. My beloved child, let peace enter the places where you have been carrying pressure. Let faith enter the places where uncertainty has been speaking loudly. Let strength enter the places where you have quietly wondered whether you can continue. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Archangel Michael symbolizes the courage to rise without becoming hardened, the faith to move without seeing every answer, and the strength to remain grounded when circumstances shift. Stay till the end, because one final chapter remains, and it will bring this message to its deepest conclusion. The journey was never about becoming someone who never struggles. It was about becoming someone who knows how to return to peace, return to faith, and return to strength whenever life tries to pull the heart away. My beloved child, this is the final moment of this message, but let it become the beginning of something much greater within you. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you in these final words. You came asking Archangel Michael to fill your heart with peace, faith, and strength, and perhaps now you understand that these are not simply words to repeat, they are qualities you can carry into every moment ahead. When your mind becomes restless, choose peace. When tomorrow feels uncertain, choose faith. When the next step feels difficult, choose strength. Stay till the end, because this final reminder is meant to remain with you long after this video finishes. Remember how far you have already come. There were moments when you did not know what would happen next, yet you continued. There were days when you felt uncertain, yet you kept moving. There were times when your confidence became quiet, yet something inside you still refused to give up. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you in that realization. You are not required to know the entire road before taking the next step. You are not required to have perfect faith before turning toward God. You are not required to feel completely strong before beginning again. Let Archangel Michael symbolize the courage to stand firm, the protection of what is good within your heart, and the strength to continue with wisdom. Stay till the end, and carry this message into your next morning, your next decision, and your next uncertain moment. Now take one final breath and let the pressure become lighter. My beloved child, you can release what you cannot control without releasing your hope. You can wait without becoming hopeless. You can move forward without knowing every detail. Don't skip the lesson just because this message is ending. Something huge was waiting for you, and perhaps it was this simple truth: peace can be chosen, faith can be strengthened, and courage can be practiced one moment at a time. Let your heart become steady. Let your thoughts become quieter. Let your actions reflect wisdom. And whenever life becomes uncertain, remember the message you received today: return to peace, return to faith, return to strength. Walk forward with courage, trust God with what you cannot see, and allow this day to become the beginning of a stronger, calmer chapter.